Sanctuary, and week after week we throw out random nuggets of information. And so they'll pick up a nugget this week, a nugget next week, but they have no clue where those nuggets fit within the broader spectrum of spiritual truth. And yes, so we learn the stories, we know the characters, we've even got the language, but it doesn't really take us very far. Things to now witness is to see how someone can sit under the plain teachings of the Bible year after year, coming face to face with the facts of the divine reality that Jesus not only came to set us free, but that he accomplished that 2,000 years ago on the cross, and that they would still walk away so unaffected by this reality that the impact that this truth should have on a person's heart just does not lead to authentic change. Stir ourselves up to not only receive the teachings of Christ our Lord, but to also not deceive ourselves into believing the lie that our faith can somehow be demonstrated without putting into practice and bearing the fruit of the knowledge that we aggressively claim to possess. And in doing so, may our light shine brighter and the morning star within us begin to rise up until the image of Christ comes breaking forth through us in everlasting life.
I've been watching you, I see how you move, despite what you do, I love you. And I'm telling you that I'm speaking the truth. Before you formed in the womb, I loved you. I've been watching you, I see how you move, despite what you do, I love you. And I'm telling you that I'm speaking the truth. Before you formed in the womb, I loved you.
La Lots of men are pointing out their chest. They acting like they are rated as the best. They wanna challenge me, I promise you they never could contest. I am the alpha and the omega on the set, serving life over death. Real life, you're the kind that resurrects, not the kind that you trying to bind up with checks. Got a message with direction in the text. Wouldn't read it, so I had to make a rap. Cause even though I give you time, you chosen to be blind, so I had to improvise on the track. Hope you see a good God who goes to bat. To tell you I would never leave you, yo, that is a fact. And to tell you wanna blame me for your fall, here's the writing on the wall, I am always in your corner. Now you wanna treat me like your foe, accusing me of things I already know. But you would never listen when I told you not to go. So how you gonna blame me when you end up on the floor? Steady dissing me like I would never know. I can see inside your heart I formed it, didn't you know? And though we've been down this road before, I hope you know inside your heart is where I make my home.
I've been watching you, I see how you move. Despite what you do, I love you. And I'm telling you that I'm speaking the truth. Before you formed in the womb, I loved you. I've been watching you, I see how you move. Despite what you do, I love you. And I'm telling you that I'm speaking the truth. Before you formed in the womb, I loved you.
Many preaching of the text is often told by those that don't respect. They try to paint me as a villain or a hack, but I'm the sovereign, the one who gives them breath. I am God of highest heights and the depths. I appear in ways that you could never sense. So though they claim to seek me as a friend, I'm afraid we never met. I am closest to the broken, lost in sin, a seeker and a savior of my beloved and kin. The children of my father are the men who reach out with the loving arms to men. They don't poly with the folly of their sin. Crucified, they mortify the flesh with every chance. Sister Satan never given out a foothold or an inch. They would rather die than to identify with sin. But in your worldly little system where you live, how come you rejecting and you use the ones I give? While you complain about the struggles of your ditch, the very place you dig up for yourself. And even though I see you living in your filth, I came to give you all a gift. This is a matter of your spirit and your will. Following that evil get you killed.
I've been watching you, I see how you move. Despite what you do, I love you. And I'm telling you that I'm speaking the truth. Before you formed in the womb, I loved you. I've been watching you, I see how you move. Despite what you do, I love you. I love you. I love you.
The struggle is real, I'm telling you the way that I feel. It's been a long time coming, my zeal has been an ideal. For those who strive to hold to the wheel, they never knew how to bow to your heel. So now that I kneel and consciously receive it as seal, and let the spirit disclose and reveal, I eat at a meal, exchanging my shame on appeal, and invest in the lives of the real. But yo, this is me, and all that I'm created to be. I know you formed me and gave me the key. So now that I'm free, I'm using my authority just to cast wickedness in the sea. So often I see how many out there want me to be displaced from my serenity. They still eat at a tree and mad cause I know who I be, while they're forming their identity.
Got me trying so hard not to be you, yet I'm trying so hard just to please you. You're the one that I want when the world's through.
For now I'm lost in the matrix. matrix, hoping for the day when you save men, when the only thing dying is Satan. And those who would chase him, I'll be lost in the depths of your grace while I reside in your loving embraces. And power is traceless on the path of our sanctification. We'll receive what we're longing to taste when the life of God then descends from above and abroad, and it reveals it to men in their faces. This truth is encased in 2,000 years of displacement. It's the way that the church is pervaded, but nothing can shake men whose life is now hidden by faith in the sovereign, the God of salvation. So now when I face him day to day on the path of our racing, he reveals what I need for abasement, just as he erased and utterly and completely effaced it when he went to the cross in all places. But hard when you taste it to not want to share what you tasted. An addiction, you just can't replace it. I recall my old state when I relied on the lies I would make, then never knowing how sweet is your graces. But lost in my haste, I realized how my life now replaced with your titles have left me debating. Am I slowly fading or becoming the me I should be in this world steady striving for placement?
Got me trying so hard not to be you, yet I'm trying so hard just to please you. You're the one that I want when the world's through. Oh, got me trying so hard not to be you, yet I'm trying so hard just to please you. You're the one that I want when the world's through. Oh, oh. It's like one bad habit, another bad choice. Trying to figure out why I'm living in the void. That's the way it is. It's like one step forward, another step back. Trying to figure out how to manage in the dance. That's the way it is. How'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name?
It's hard to believe that a holy God would care to be close to these abominable things I often see in me. I don't know the remedy, I'm praying that eventually I don't lose the place inside your heart where I'm meant to be. Skipping the specifics cause it's too much to admit it. Keeping on repenting till the day the work is finished. But still I wonder evermore, if there's power in the blood, then why do I lack the cure?
It's like one bad habit, another bad choice. Trying to figure out why I'm living in the void. That's the way it is. It's like one step forward, another step back. Trying to figure out how to manage in the dance. That's the way it is. How'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name?
A holy God who desires a friend in me. I don't have the language to say what it meant to me. I could see my enemies pursuing the end of me. It was only a matter of time for the end could be gone like a Kennedy, thought of as a memory. Written on my tomb would say lost with uncertainty. But now the cross that has purchased me reminds me that there's hope for a sinner like me.
It's like one bad habit, another bad choice. Trying to figure out why I'm living in the void. That's the way it is. It's like one step forward, another step back. Trying to figure out how to manage in the dance. That's the way.
Come when the things that we know for sure we will get the chance to encounter inside its full. A sure feasting on love secured, wrapped up in the fullness of life when he brings us home. But even now I experience this loving hope, cause the kingdom started the end of the things impure. The blessed hope that I'll find my way home.
Tell me, how'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name? Conquering my shame, taking all the blame, saved me from the flame. Tell me, how'd you know my name?
I don't wanna live tonight. I don't wanna live tonight for the Lord. For the Lord. I don't wanna live tonight. I don't wanna live tonight for the Lord. For the Lord.
Mind state, it's getting heavy in this world. I feel the trappings for the weight of my mistakes begin to creep in, and so happens that I'm longing once again for the things that steal my passion when I'm looking for the answer. But it slowly comes to pass, and then I'm grieving at my father. But he looks at me with love, and the shame I'm steady feeling not received from up above. It's the enemy and liar in my mind. I know the truth, but the beauty of deception in this moment sure to soothe. So I think, so I drink and indulge in these atrocities. Monopoly with life has got me fleeing him who frees. Should I pray? What to say? We both know the time has passed. For the weapons that I fight with, I left sitting on the dash. So I stray far away for a momentary fix. It's my carnal disposition that I'm letting lead the way. Then I say, from a place that no longer seeks your face, I'm contented with my way and not in dire need of grace.
I don't wanna live tonight. I don't wanna live tonight for the Lord. For the Lord. I don't wanna live tonight. I don't wanna live tonight for the Lord. The Lord.
What am I saying? There must be someone out there praying for me, demon slaying. I feel the weight of true conviction now and love unfailing. I'm seeing Satan masquerading through these thoughts are fading. But I'm a saying with a sword now that I contemplate. contemplating. That's why we need a family of those who demonstrate him. I strayed away and tried to live my life without his payment, but I'm just praying for enemies who long to see me laying. And though he's got me on my own shortcomings, keep replaying. That's why my faith is a shield to what hurts the most. My own rebellion and the sovereign, the Lord of hosts. My sinful nature may exalt itself above the ghost, but though I fail, he prevails. It's what I love the most. So even if these trials may get me in a sinful minute, I'm on my face praying, Lord, to you I give my spirit. So when I breathe my last breath on this crooked earth, I close my eyes but rise to life because you know my worth.
Live in light. I just wanna live in light forever, forever. I just wanna live in light. I just wanna live in light forever, forever.
I know sometimes life can pull you one way or another, but sometimes it's hard to walk straight. Just know that you're not alone. From what I'm told, this life can be a lonely road. Hard to walk at times, even hollow when problems start to pose. This role model, placing impossible obstacles in your path to limit you instead of teaching you where not to go. Those living out verses and model roads for you to watch and grow. To avoid these potholes, the fall of man is not the goal. Got you doing more than just watch it though. Wanted to serve the most honorable with his gifts given to save as many souls as possible. But you know this path and the rocks they throw, these uneven and yielding roads. Be it living in these cobblestones, these stumbling blocks, causing those to fall when hollow points put an end to many stories told. Why I feel the need to emphasize the story of when we were bought and sold for a price. He paid it, suffered to the end to strike the risen Christ. How amazing grace is displayed by heaven's favors with the sacrifice when he gave his life.
You could ride for the grind, and I'm sure life ain't easy, but the ends don't justify the move greasy. At the end of our time, if you long to move freely, then we must increase our spiritual fettuccine. As you enter my mind, I hope to God that you see me. Don't let this gift pass you by, cause you greedy when this life gives you dimes. Stack them high to the ceiling, but you still can't reach a king you don't believe in.
Even when it took its toll, he made history, put us in the right with the holy majesty. Gave us what we need to fill the gap between God and man. And even through our lack of reasoning, my Redeemer be evening now all our dealings with his redeeming plan. So even when the odds are stacked against me to the ceiling fan, I'm still believing. And since he set us free with the degree of suffering he was receiving through his bleeding, could it be that risen Christ did more for me in death than any other human being could do with light, with his light of healing? Put to bed the restless night, break me free, but they keep trying to make it seem like I'm confined when I just don't want to be deceived. Why I heed the warnings while they believe the wicked deeds of others lead to prosperity? That's a cacophony of deceit compared to my calling on God as a joyful noise when I make a plea. Lord, will you carry me?
You could ride for the grind, and I'm sure life ain't easy, but the ends don't justify the move greasy. At the end of our time, if you long to move freely, then we must increase our spiritual fettuccine. As you enter my mind, I hope to God that you see me. Don't let this gift pass you by, cause you greedy when this life gives you dimes. Stack them high to the ceiling, but you still can't reach a king you don't believe in.
I aim to make it evident through proper education about this gospel nation and circumvent the predisposed indoctrination that we're just carbon-based life forms with no eternal occupation. I'm opting for a few worldview alterations solely so that creation ain't inundated with the lack of identification. A hard operation to make some changes. Trials and tribulations, the vows and segregation ain't invading to our transfiguration. Problems come and go, but this gospel's a domino effect. May seem small at first, but in the grand scheme, it's astronomical. Just know that with God, all things are possible. Why this world treats us like we're riding through a hostile zone. But he didn't give it until he gave up the ghost for a purpose, and it was finished. So how can I quit when persistence is in this message? I'm trying to preach the hope just so they can get it in this flow. So go out and go get it.
You could ride for the grind, and I'm sure life ain't easy, but the ends don't justify the move greasy. At the end of our time, if you long to move freely, then we we must increase our spiritual fettuccine. As you enter my mind, I hope to God that you see me. Don't let this gift pass you by, cause you greedy when this life gives you dimes. Stack them high to the ceiling, but you still can't reach a king you don't believe in.
And there you have it. This gospel is not for the weak. It takes strength to go against the grain, especially when it gets hard. But if it were easy, it wouldn't be worth the death of our Savior. Stay prayed up.
Teach me your ways, cause I wanna know. I follow you, Lord, where the Spirit goes. Your wisdom that leads me, I will uphold. Cause the flame that's been bleeding is constantly beating. But I know you're seeking a heart. The pain that I'm feeling, I've sown what I'm reaping. I've known that since we've been apart. These words got me grieving. I feel like I'm bleeding in the dark.
Rock away, yesteryear, saving now, and all my sins is clear. That invoice paid in full, trying to pull me back, saying what you gon' do. Been around the track and I've been around your bull. Got a lot of people trapped in your hole. When I see that game, I must confess. Been a lot of times I've been lost in the mess. Spent a lot of time getting tossed in stress. Gotta give me credit though I lost to the best. When I consider the outcome of the actions that you acted on, I'm starting to wonder if something inside your brain gone wrong. How you gon' step to the king who reigns? Seen him face to face and you still gon' sin. Acting like he didn't blow breath into your brain. Now you gon' use the same breath to rebel. So I understand why the outcome's hell. You done got lost in your thoughts when you fell. You don't know a thing about the God who reveals. My God, my rock, my Lord, my well.
Teach me your ways, cause I wanna know. I follow you, Lord, where the Spirit goes. Your wisdom that leads me, I will uphold. Cause the flame that's been bleeding is constantly beating. But I know you're seeking a heart. The pain that I'm feeling, I've sown what I'm reaping. I've known that since we've been apart. These words got me grieving. I feel like I'm bleeding in the dark.
Life goes fast, like when the light goes flash. Fight those psychopaths, or I might go mad like Michael. But I'm mindful, that's why I'm so fam. All alone, deep in the darkest parts of my heart, where I feel that it's heartless. How do I heal when I'm real as an artist? Revealing my darkness while kneeling to godness, yeah. That's how I find my solace. Going through all this in life, calling his name, balling. It's appalling, I'm not all in. Despite all the things he's done for me that I done poorly. Like one more weed, pump morphine into some morphines, into some OD. I was 14 with minuscule means. I ridiculed me cause the dream was too pitiful, despicable needs. So sick of the greed, so I did a few deeds like introduce peace where God interviews me. I planted 2 seeds, 1 speech, 1 knowledge. Each one teach, one speak to the honest. From the streets to the comments, I keep in my comments. I'm seeking some calmness, God teach me your knowledge.
Teach me your ways, cause I wanna know. I follow you, Lord, where the Spirit goes. Your wisdom that leads me, I will uphold. Cause the flame that's been bleeding is constantly beating. But I know you're seeking a heart. The pain that I'm feeling, I've sown what I'm reaping. I've known that since we've been apart. These words got me grieving. I feel like I'm bleeding in the dark. Teach me, I'm reaching out to you. Reach me, oh reach me. My flame is burning out. Light is burning out.
I'm not the same brew that I was. 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 I'm not the same brew.
Existential crisis, I was moving lifeless, caught inside a tight grip and side licked like vice grips, swinging from the side hip. I saw many types, sis. Crews I used to ride with as sidekicks verify this. I was doing mind flips while you two on the trikelets. Wasn't trying to fight this, excited I'd ride sick. Though the times were fast, yo, I was moving crimeless. Only for a season though, until the reaper piped in. When he called my name first, I was just a type then. Didn't wanna chime in, looking for my type-ish. Didn't see the writings, wall covered in signs then. Already had my mic men moving with the hypeness. When the time had ripened, then he pressed the ice pick straight into my heart to separate my mindset. Knew just what I pined for, things I grew to like it. Took me for a ride quick, didn't know to bite then.
I'm not the same brew that I was. 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 I'm not the same brew.
Moving on the tune though, rolling with the niceness, leading by the lurings. I was with a tight clique, dudes I learned to psych with, roll up to the jam with, closer than some fams get. Thought I had my life set. Some of them were righteous, most of them were fight men. Some were just a light threat, still today a light threat. Some would choose to try things, others couldn't fight yet, so we had to train them, feed them with excitement. When I got my light bit, with it came alignment. That's when I would see things way beyond my blindness. Some may never find it, thankful for the eye lift. I was seeing low down, now perceiving highness. Tragedies befall us, we avoid the silence, but silence was my teacher. It taught me how to sight things, very thing that led me to see my need for Christ's gift. So I flipped the script now, triumph from the trials.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
For sure,
I'm not the same brew that I was.
never again.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
He changed me.
I'm not the same brew that I was. I'm not the same brew that I was.
For sure,
I'm not the same brew that I was.
never again.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
Watch out.
I'm not the same brew.
On a different path now, he began to write this, pen inside his hand now. Jesus gets to typecast, moving to the plan. Wow, I could never write this, recognize the plan, bow humbly to his highness. I was like his side chick, move on to some wife things. Church is now my new fam, laboring with prizes stuck inside my eyelids. Focus on the long game, purpose of the song is don't focus on the wrong fame.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
For sure,
I'm not the same brew that I was.
never again.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
He changed me.
I'm not the same brew that I was. I'm not the same brew that I was.
For sure,
I'm not the same brew that I was.
never again.
I'm not the same brew that I was.
Watch out.
I'm not the same brew.
Through spiritual warfare, we fall, we rise. We're asking you, Father, please open our eyes. 'Cause Lord, though we need you, we pretend to be wise. Come lead us, oh Jesus, set us free from the lies.
We need you like life over the passion. My man said we standing on war grounds, our habits to battle out the struggles of warfare. Our muscles get more tear. I see them standing on the block front in the cold stare. Who knows what tomorrow will hold when your pockets got holes and a bottomless toll. Try to exceed in your reach till it reaches to your soul. You never know what the devil has in store for your role. I'm nothing better, I made moves like whatever. Had my back laid up against walls, it tore my sweater. I was underground parking lot, shopping when the spot was hot. Had these little runaway slaves driving the cars I bought. A heavy team with a victory dream, swinging the cream like the big screen fiends is what I mean. While drowning out the sounds that pound by razor B, I never gleaned, my short-lived greed could ever seed.
Through spiritual warfare, we fall, we rise. We're asking you, Father,
strange the thoughts that gave me pain. Now I walk the same blocks like I be slain. An underground king who reigns, never a sane. What's insane? I never really reigned to the supreme until I change. That's when I beholden to authority. Dudes rock blocks, but them talks they prove minority. Them crews up top with big talks they seek a surety. When I felt I got up, embrace maturity. Ain't nothing better than to stroll out whenever, knowing cops couldn't knock my block, finding whatever. I be in a white tee, in a white beach, drinking iced tea, where the light be leading through my Nikes. I reminisce how the times have changed. I've been a strange in the game for so long, but what remains is my uncontained thoughts and affections. This hope I keep pressing. I preach it till I'm breaking through the deafness.
Through spiritual warfare, we fall, we rise. We're asking you, Father, please open our eyes. 'Cause Lord, though we need you, pretend to be wise. Lead us to Jesus, set us free from the lies.
Missional living, I got vision for the hidden. The upside down ways of God, you couldn't get them on your broad path seeking. My temple steady leaking, watch his truthful speech, set you free from all your sneaking. I see them tweaking while they stolen steady weeping. It's an uphill climb, so awake from all your sleeping. And peep this, I got you with the bars that's so intriguing. You're bleeding, but you don't let nobody see you reaching. I'm not competing with nobody from the past. It's a gap that makes me laugh that you think that matters. I'm in the next league, moving like jet skis. We walking on water, and when we not, we on the boat in the best sleep. That's why shalom is the message I best preach, to test these hearts and depart onto the next things, and get you ready for the war that the Lord brings. 'Cause there is only one sovereign, the true king.
Through spiritual warfare, we fall, we rise. We're asking you, Father, please open our eyes. 'Cause Lord, though we need you, we pretend to be wise. Come lead us, so Jesus said.